Welcome to Library Out Loud. I'm Erin Dodge, Communications Specialist with the library. Today I talk to the Teen Leadership Council here at Spokane Valley Library. I talk to Sophia, Ophelia, Arliss, Elwin, and Finn, and we talk about the different projects they've been working on, an upcoming program, and also why your teen might want to join next year. Welcome, all three of you. So we're talking about Teen Leadership Council today, and can you tell us a little bit more, Sophia, about what it is and what it's all about?
Okay, so Teen Leadership Council is where once a month different teens come together, and here we collaborate and discuss different types of projects that we can do for the community.
Nice. That
Yeah,
sounds great.
I think it's like a lot about like helping the community and like being those leaders in the community that are helping people and like just I get a lot of stuff like the cards that we send is kind of like giving people like hopes and
Okay, you mentioned the cards. Can you tell me a little bit more about what those are and a little bit about that one?
So the cards, we made cards for the hospital. Um I actually decorated mine at home and stuff, so I guess gonna just like say thanks and um I know that some people wrote them for like the patients and too, so there was a lot of like get better and
So it's kind of like a get well card or a thank you card for like the nursing staff.
Yeah, and if I may add on to what Arliss said, the cards project for the hospital is actually so far my favorite project in all the months I've been in this council, because to me, giving the cards is a way to help patients feeling isolated and not mentally well. Like, they're dealing with a lot of things. Their health is declining, and they might think that nobody cares about them. And giving them cards is a way to show them that we care about them and we're here for them.
Yeah, it can be tough even if you're just alone in a hospital room for a couple. I've been in the hospital a couple times, and it can get tough.
Yeah.
So it's a wonderful thing you guys are doing. Ophelia, did you want to add anything about the cards?
Well, unfortunately, I didn't get to do the cards, but just in general, teen leadership is an opportunity to show up for myself, but also the community, I think it's just an awesome opportunity that I get to gratefully accept.
So I hadn't thought about that before. You talk about doing things for the community, but you're also doing this for yourself and an expression of yourself and the things that you want to try and things you want to accomplish.
Totally.
That's a really good perspective.
yeah.
Yeah. Yay. So what was the first thing that drew you to Teen Leadership? Like, how'd you get involved? Was there any special moment?
Well, we actually went to the library a few months ago. This is when we first started going to the library. I'd been like begging my mom about it forever. But when we got some books, and one of the librarians, we actually came in on like a Tuesday or something, and she suggested going to like the teen hangouts. And afterwards, my mom had ended up like looking at something, was like, hey, there's like a teen leadership thing, you guys should do that. So we came back.
We haven't engaged, and
Yep.
hopefully she was looking in there.
Yeah, we came back on Thursday, or today is
Wednesday.
Yeah. And we ended up going here. Actually, I think it was a lot of fun.
And Arliss, I talked with your brothers. They'll be in the mix here on this podcast.
Yeah.
And so they're talking about the same thing, how they kind of just came in not knowing, and then, oh, hey, there's this opportunity that the folks at the front desk let
I
you know
think
about.
it's the same librarian my mom started to become friends with.
Nice.
They talk about crocheting stuff.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I love crochet.
I love crochet. I can't do it right
Love it.
now. But, yeah, I have a couple whips or, projects that are incomplete. Call them whips. All right, sorry, off topic. And how about you?
So for me, I have a friend, and she told me that she a few years ago participated in Teen Leadership Council, and she knew at the time that I wasn't old enough to get a job yet, but I still wanted to find a way to help people, and I also wanted to find a way to get my community service hours, which each meeting counts as an hour of community service, and that's why I decided to check it out. And I learned that I could reconnect with some old friends, so I joined.
Oh, wow. That's great. Oh, yeah. Community service. That's another thing to talk about. Getting in those hours. I don't know if they still require it in certain school districts. I think my daughter had to do a few. before she graduated. So yeah, that's a good aspect too of Teen Leadership Council.
Yeah, actually, community service. I did community service at the food bank
Oh,
Me too.
yeah.
last year.
Same.
It was so much fun. I actually I loved putting the cards together. It was like my favorite part.
Nice. I've done that as well. I
Yep.
put the cards. Yep.
I also sorted rotted vegetables. So.
Yeah, I also sorted onions.
Mm-hmm.
I cried a lot that day.
Yep.
No, like those pears are deformed. I literally saw one doing this to me. Like, okay, peace out. You go in the bag.
The apples were like probably the worst. The
Yeah.
peppers smelled like salsa. I loved it.
I was getting hysterical by like the 5th hour. We were just competing with the sophomores to bag as much fruit as possible, and I kept on like almost breaking my fingers getting caught in the bag wrapping. It was so fun.
And so we talked about the cards. Are there any other projects that Teen Leadership Council has done that you guys are enjoyed or proud of that you want to talk about?
So I'm not sure how long ago, maybe a month ago, we held a very short event. I don't remember the exact name, but it was concerning younger kids in the audience and talking about being smart with money. So we were all stationed in a room, and each of us had a station concerning like pet food or health. And these kids would get their own animal, like a dog or a cat or a unicorn, and they would go around and buy stuff for their pet,
Okay.
teaching them how to be smart with money.
Yeah, it was Thinking Money, I think.
Thinking Money. I
yeah.
believe that is
Yeah.
correct.
Yeah.
I've only been to one of the events, which was the cards at the hospital.
Okay.
But I do remember we were organizing this whole
Oh,
thing.
yeah.
This is
Chess
a
moves
lot
and
of fun.
checkmates. Yeah.
I guess I was actually really quiet, so but I thought it was really fun to like organize it and figure out how we could help people play chess and actually just have a competition.
I think that's really cool.
Should I show the flyer to the camera?
Sure, yeah,
or-
yeah. Show everybody
Yeah.
the flyer.
Check
So-
it out. It's cool.
So basically, you guys are coming up with programs, community service projects, things that make other people, feel appreciated.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anything else you want to talk about about that?
It's very fulfilling work.
There you go.
I love volunteering. That's how I found out about teen leadership. I was searching for volunteer opportunities on Reddit mostly, but
Okay.
I found that through Reddit actually. Somebody was like,
Oh.
teen leadership is good for kids. So I was like, oh,
Whoever
I'll
put
do
it
it.
on Reddit, thank you.
yeah.
That's great. So what would you tell someone who's also looking to volunteer? Would you recommend Teen Leadership Council?
Yes,
yeah,
I definitely would.
Absolutely.
Oh, great. Yay.
Yeah.
Let's see. Anything else you want to share that we haven't talked about?
I guess the importance to us about going. For me it was I get out of the house. I don't I don't have to be stuck in the house forever. It's kind of
Right.
just it's stuffy in there, and we're all family, and we fight a lot sometimes. So we're just
Okay.
like, we're getting away from you and you. And I also I like coming to the library in general. I really like books. I've been reading a lot of books, getting a lot of ideas for writing my own.
Nice.
So coming here is kind of like a nice reprieve from looking at the books and getting too much. So.
Sure.
For Teen Leadership Council, to me, I think it's a great way to gain leadership skills and to collaborate with other people outside of my school. So I get to see different perspectives from those who are taught the same as me at my school. And I guess also get to learn how to plan both short-term and long-term projects, which will be really good in the future workplace.
That's true. I can testify that
Yeah.
that's definitely true. And so the different projects you've done, are they projects that you guys have kind of come up with, or someone said, oh, hey, we can do various things, like here's the list of things we can do? How do you guys come up with projects, or how do they come about? Can you share a little bit about that?
So the Teen Leadership Council leader, Katie, so she usually gives us like some ideas and lets us contribute our own thoughts to it. And then later in meetings, we finalize our projects and we work towards them in the future.
That's really cool.
Yeah, I kind of came here when we already had some projects laid out, but it was really fun, like, helping with them.
Okay, good.
Even when I was like, "Hold on, I don't know what we're doing." Just
Yeah, I kind of
Yeah.
just got jumped in and
Yep.
like helped out. Yeah. Same for you, Ophelia?
Yeah, it really brought me out of my comfort zone. I struggle with social anxiety a lot, and I go to an alternative school, so I only go to school once a week, so I don't really get to interact with anybody really. I'm just studying.
Right.
So when I come here, it's nice just to see people who have similar values, and just it's nice to get out of my comfort zone and try something new.
That's great.
I definitely agree with that.
Okay.
Yeah.
So even if someone's feeling nervous, like they're not sure, just come in
Just do
and
it.
see.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, they don't even have to stay if it's not for them, right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'm definitely gonna try to get one of my friends in here because, like my brother said, we're actually moving, so I'm just gonna see like, hey, why don't you just go in there for me and just check it out.
Yeah, who knows? You might end up on a podcast.
You might.
Yeah.
Well, it's been great talking to all three of you. Thank you for
Thank
coming here. Thank
you.
you for
Thank
all
you.
of the projects that you guys are doing. It's wonderful.
Yes, thank you.
Thank you.
Do you have a green thumb? Are you new to gardening? No matter your skill level, every season is gardening season at the library. We have an extensive collection of gardening books and online resources that can plant the seeds for new ideas and help you cultivate your indoor and outdoor projects. We also have seed libraries. Our Take and Give seed libraries are currently accepting donations of vegetable, herb, and flower seeds. Bring your heirloom seeds into a library to share with other gardeners for spring planting. Learn more today at scld.org.
So, Finn, Elwin, how did you get involved with Teen Leadership Council here at Spokane Valley Library?
My mom was actually searching online about the library, and we found like the come Wednesdays thing for like the arts and crafts stuff.
Nice.
And then we came on the first Wednesday of a month, and there was like a team leadership going on, and my mom said like we should poke our heads in and like see what's going on. And then we like signed up, and then next time we were in, and I don't know, I think it's just kind of fun, like yeah, fun.
Like that first week that we were in there, we were doing like these miniature like gyrospheres
Oh,
Yeah.
that first week, and
what are
honestly,
can you describe what that is?
it's like a little ball that lights up like with like maybe a small cube of like small circles that a light comes out of.
Yeah.
So that way we're able to like color our own gyrosphere. We're able to move it around on like our own patterns without having to control it with our fingers.
Wow.
So we just
Yeah.
made our own patterns. Worked out really well, actually.
Yeah, it was really fun.
That sounds
Yeah.
cool.
Mhm.
And so there's a few projects I know that the Teen Leadership Council does. Have you guys worked on any projects so far this year?
And this is kind of
I don't know.
the
We've
second
missed
one.
a couple.
Yeah, we've
Okay.
missed a couple weeks,
think.
but it's
I-
okay.
I hear
otherwise.
there's a
Yeah.
chess thing.
Yeah,
Yeah,
going on?
there's like a big
That's
chess
a
thing.
Tuesday next week, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah, Tuesday.
We're gonna do like a figure out like how the game works for some littler kids if they want to like come
Nice.
in, and then like classes for like not like classes but like
like
sections
how
for
to-
like how good you are, I guess.
Yeah, kind of like that.
Yeah.
It's like what we're trying to do on Tuesday next week. First of all, we are going out to Franklin. It's a softball field, and then we're gonna head here to help little kids like figure out how to play chess if they
Okay.
don't know yet.
Yeah.
Maybe 7-year-olds or younger.
Okay.
So we're just gonna help them out for a little bit.
Nice. That sounds like a cool project.
Mhm.
Yeah, that's really good. And what about the Teen Leadership Council do you kind of is important to you? Like, what do you
Just hanging out, really.
hanging out?
Like getting to know other people and like
Just
Yeah.
meeting new people, having a couple friends. Because before we left school, I had a few friends, and then they didn't see me for a while, and I just lost them. But I have a really good one still.
Nice. And we were talking about this before we started the podcast that you guys are both homeschooled.
Yeah.
So this is a kind of a good opportunity to hang out with other teens.
mm-hmm.
figure out things
It's-
like the chess program and do
I
some other
mean,
things. Yeah.
what we're doing right now is kind of like it's kind of like we're on stage at school, kind of just talking
Yeah.
to other people, talking about like what we've done this year or what we've done at the library or anywhere, frankly.
Right. If there were some teens in middle school or high school that were thinking about doing Teen Leadership Council next year, like what would you tell them?
mean-
That it's like a good opportunity to like come in and hang out and talk about like projects that we have going on, and like pitching in.
Nice.
It's kind of like getting, like, perhaps I have a friend named Aiden. He's social, but I wouldn't mind bringing him out here to talk to other people because he goes to school still, the school that we went to, I think. But he has actually known me since, I was 3 years old, something like that.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. We met in preschool, like, the first day. We just became friends. I don't know how.
So with your friend, you would say, hey, you should probably do this next year. You're going to meet some really cool.
Or I could just hit him
people.
up today and tell him that he can go next week or something.
Sure.
Hit 'em
sure.
up.
I don't know. Text
Well,
him,
and
that's what I meant by that.
Teen Leadership Council that you don't have to like start at the very beginning and go throughout the
Yeah.
whole year. If you guys started
Yeah.
a few months ago, you can kind of come in the middle and still meet people, pitch in projects, and do all that cool stuff.
Because I think we did come
Yeah,
in
because
like,
we
kind of halfway
We
through.
did a Easter egg project where we had to solve a riddle, like multiple riddles,
Oh,
and then
nice.
just figure out what the word was. And it was level up at your library.
Nice.
It was a good clue, but it was a little hard.
Yeah. So puzzles. You guys like puzzles and things like that? Yeah.
Yeah, just not crosswords.
For me anyway.
Sure.
Crosswords aren't my favorite thing.
But you're talking about like the gyrosphere, and then so like
yeah. It's kind of like
doing-
those like little things from Jurassic World or like the
Nice.
bottom part of BB-8 kind of.
nice.
Yeah. And
You
you
can
can
see
control them
it's-
with a like,
It's kind of round. You can
Yeah.
control it with like a little iPad about
Yeah.
this
Right.
wide,
That's
this
cool.
thick kind of.
Yeah.
And we really enjoyed it. It wasn't really that hard for my brother and sister, but for me it was kind of hard at first. And I had a friend who actually helped me.
Well, thank you both for being here
Yeah.
and sharing your
Oh, yeah.
experiences with Teen Leadership Council.